Hello cuties, welcome back to Raven's World channel. Today let us read a storybook Never Lonely Again. Come on, let us read.
One morning, Chestnut stayed in bed longer than usual. He didn't feel like getting up. There was nothing for him to do. And worst of all, he had no friends to play with.
Might as well keep on sleeping,
He thought to himself, when suddenly his whole house began to move and shake.
An earthquake!
Chestnut thought and was wide awake right away. But it was no earthquake. It was only Morris the otter who was playing with a branch of Chestnut's tree.
Are you crazy?
Chestnut said furiously.
Making such a rattle this early in the day.
What's the matter? Replied Morris. Why can't you come out and play?
Ha!
Said Chestnut. Who didn't want Morris to know that he had no friends to play with? I think I know what your problem is, says Morris as he dried his coat. You're just bored with your own company. That happens to all of us at times. Have you ever wondered why we otters are always happy? Continued Morris. It's because every new day we have to make one new friend.
Then you must have hundreds of friends.
Chestnut said skeptically. Oh, maybe even more than that, said Morris. Come along, I'll show you some of my pals. Chestnut didn't believe Morris for a moment, but he was curious enough to go along with him. Look here! These are some of my friends, said Morris and jumped into the middle of a patch of flowers.
But these are just dumb flowers,
Said Chestnut.
they are not friends.
Why not? They're just lovely with their nice smell. Look at them. They all seem to smile at us. Someone who smiles at me is my friend, insisted Morris. Now let's try to catch a butterfly, Morris said. They can be very tricky friends. Chestnut still thought Morris was silly, but he liked catching butterflies. Whenever Morris caught a butterfly, he immediately set it free again. We can keep the friend locked up, he said, laughing. Morris pointed to a row of rocks leading across the river. These friends are more fun than a bridge. Chestnut wasn't quite sure. Chestnut jumped from stone to stone. He had nearly made it to the other side of the river when he slipped and fell into the water. As he climbed to the shore with his coat and his tail dripping. Chestnut said angrily,
I guess the water is also one of your friends?
Of course, Morris said with a laugh. No reason to be upset. Water can be fun. Come, watch me. I love water, said Morris. It cools and tickles me all over. Now, Chestnut had to laugh. He felt a little silly for now been so clumsy. After Morris finished his shower, both of them were dripping wet. They shook off some of the waters, and then Morris ran up the hill and opened his arms wide. Now let my friend the wind dry our coats. And in no time they were dry again. Let's lie down in the sun over there, said Morris. The warm sunshine felt good on their bellies.
I guess the sun is also a good friend to have,
thought Chestnut, but he did not say anything to Morris. I'm hungry, Morris said after a while. This time it was Chestnut who said, Come with me.
I know someone who will give us something to eat.
You mean a friend?
You bet.
Laughed Chestnut, and off they ran. Chestnut showed Morris an apple tree full of ripe red apples. I like your friend, said Morris. And so do I, replied Chestnut. Then they watched the different clouds going by. The sun was getting lower, and it was time for them to return home.
Have you already made your new friend for the day?
Chestnut asked shyly. No, I haven't, replied Morris. I forgot all about it. We have just been too busy. Then he smiled and added, But how would you? Would you like to be my new friend? Chestnut liked that idea very much. As they pedaled home together, he held it tight to Morris. Then the two friends said good night to each other. I'll see you in the morning, said Morris. I still want you to meet my friends, the bear, the rabbits, and the raccoon. And with that, he disappeared into the water. That night, Chestnut went to bed early. He set his alarm clock to make sure he wouldn't oversleep the next morning. After all, he couldn't disappoint all the friends who had been waiting for him. If you like this video, subscribe, like, and share. I like this story so much that I would literally want to eat it or hear it again. Ask your friends to subscribe. Bye. The end. See you in the next video. The end.